Hello students, this is Dr. A.S. Ayyad. I welcome you all for the course on Finite Element Method in Civil Engineering. Our today's topic is Advantages and Disadvantages of FEM over conventional methods. So the advantages of FEM are very first and important one that finite element method is effectively applicable to problems involving irregular shape, irregular boundary conditions and irregular loading conditions. This is one of the important advantage of finite element method, that it is applicable to those problems which are having irregular shape, irregular boundary conditions and subjected to irregular loading condition. For example, if you look at this one slab, it is almost rectangular in rectangular in shape. But if you look at this portion is removed from the rectangle. It means this is the slab having one notch at the end or corner. So this shape of slab you can consider as irregular shape. So if you want to analyze this shape of slab by using conventional method, you have to assume that it is complete rectangle. So this assumption you have to make if you want to apply conventional method for the analysis of this shape. But of course, if you want to handle this by FEM will handle this shape as it is. No need to assume this or no need to make any assumption. Okay. So this type of or any other, there are many other shapes of problems available. But as an example, if you want to give, you can give this example for the irregular shape. Second point is finite element is method is applicable to irregular boundary conditions. So irregular boundary conditions means, again, if you look at this one rectangular slab where this edge is simply supported, this portion of the slab is free, and even if you make this double hatching represent it is a fixed support. So if this edge is fixed, so there are three mixed boundary conditions are used in one rectangular slab itself. These two edges are simply supported even if you make this edge as a fix. So these two edges are fixed in condition and this corner of the slab is free edge. So because of this mixed boundary condition, this is called as irregular boundary conditions, right? And the third point is now irregular loading conditions. So loading condition irregular means, if you know, in civil engineering or any other engineering discipline, commonly known loading conditions are sinusoidal load, uniformly distributed load, point load or varying load at the most. But there are many other loading cases which are practically acting on the structure. Theoretically we are not considering those loads, but practically we have to consider those loads. For example, environmental loads, dynamic loads, even different types of loading cases, static loading cases like cosine load, parabolic load. And there are many different types of loads combinations are available. Especially suppose if you want to analyze the aerospace structure, aircraft or spacecraft. These aircraft and spacecrafts are subjected to many different types of loads when they are flying in air or in a space. So if such irregular loadings are acting on the structure, that problem is very difficult to solve by conventional method. And such problems are very simple to handle when you solving the problem by using finite element method. So this is one of the important advantage where 3 points are covered. The finite element method is effectively applicable to problems involving irregular shape, irregular boundary condition and irregular loading condition. You can give the example like this to support your answer. Then for anisotropic material properties, solution by classical method is very difficult. Of course, classical methods or conventional methods are very simple to apply if your material is homogeneous or isotropic. But when material is anisotropic, it's very difficult to use the classical method or conventional methods. So FEM can handle such structures without any difficulty. So this is where FEM is advantageous. Then also material nonlinearity and geometric nonlinear problems cannot be handled by classical methods. For such problems where material is nonlinear and geometric nonlinearity, such problems FEM is very simple to handle such problems. There is no difficulty in FEM to handle such problems. One more advantage is FEM is superior to irregular problems, such that means for irregular problems classical methods are not applicable, either you can say, or it's very difficult to handle the irregular problems by classical methods. Classical methods are best suitable for only regular problems, and FEM is superior to irregular problems. So these are the four important advantages of finite element method. First, it is applicable to structures having irregular shape, irregular boundary conditions and irregular loading condition. FEM easily handle the problems of anisotropic material properties. FEM is also applicable to problems having material nonlinearity as well as geometric nonlinearity, right? And even FEM is applicable to irregular problems. These are the advantages of FEM supported by this example. Of course, every method is having disadvantages, so FEM is also having disadvantages. So disadvantages of FEM are, very first disadvantage is, in classical method we will get the exact solution for the problem, whereas since FEM is a numerical method or numerical technique of analysis, it will gives you approximate solution. So first disadvantages is FEM will gives approximate solution. Second disadvantage is, this technique depends upon skilled designer, skilled engineer. So what skill that engineer should have? That engineer or designer must know which type of element is suitable for discretization, what should be the shape, size of that element, what should be the number of elements used to discretize the structure, what should be the number of nodes in the element, what should be the total number of nodes in the structure, what should be the displacement field, what should be the aspect ratio of element. There are many technical parameters which affect the solution of FEM analysis, right? So that engineer should have, that designer should have that skill for assuming the element type, shape, size, number of nodes, even displacement field. Third disadvantage is, still finite element method is not adequate for several problems such as cracking behavior, bond failure, even problems of composite materials. Such problems are still, FEM is not adequate, either you can say, or not still accurate enough to get the solution of such problems. And the last disadvantages of FEM is, since finite element method is computer oriented method of analysis, the half portion of the solution can be done manually, but for the complete solution of the problem it is mandatory to take the help of computer, because we have to prepare the computer program and then only we will get the solution of a problem by using finite element method. So it is, since it is a computer oriented method of analysis, it requires large amount of computer memory and computational time to obtain the results. Okay, so these are the four disadvantages of finite element method. I repeat again, advantages and disadvantages of FEM. Finite element method is applicable or effectively applicable to problems involving irregular shape, irregular boundary conditions and irregular loading condition. This is first advantage. Second, finite element method is applicable to structures made up of anisotropic materials. Finite element method can be effectively applicable to problems having material nonlinearity and geometric nonlinearity, as well as finite element method is superior to irregular problems. And in disadvantages, classical method gives exact solution of the problem, whereas finite element method gives approximate solution of problem because it is approximate method of analysis. Second disadvantage is this technique required skilled engineer to handle, because that engineer must know which type of element is suitable for discretization, what should be the shape, size, number of elements required, even number of nodes, displacement field of the element, all these skills that engineer must have. Finite element method is still not adequate for the several problems such as cracking behavior, bond failure, and even problems of composite materials. And the last disadvantage is, since finite element method is computer oriented method of analysis, it requires large amount of computer memory and computational time to obtain the results. Okay, so the probable question which may ask on this article is, what are the advantages and disadvantages of FEM? Explain with suitable example. Okay, so I hope all of you understand the advantages and disadvantages of FEM. In the next class, we will see applications of finite element method in various engineering branches or disciplines. Okay, thank you very much.